Okay. Okay, so question in different parts. So person asking question is feeling quite overwhelmed. It's yes, concerned with all she feels she has to do, but really the overwhelm is to do with the energy. So we have to start there. Many sensitive people at this time are being buffeted by the energies that are occurring on the planet, positive and what you might call negative, but they are extreme of all kinds, and therefore they buffet, and therefore they are resonating and picked up on the individual. So many people that are sensitive to and aware of their own energies are now also being influenced by the energies around them. So on the one hand, you have all the light that is coming in, the light that is coming up from all the people that are what you call waking up. And that light is extreme. It's extreme for people. It's a good light. It's a good energy, but it's extreme, and it does resonate and feel deep within your system. And then also, obviously, you have the fear, which is huge right now on the planet. And so that fear energy, which is not nice, is really hitting hard and finding resonance on many levels with even people who are aware of light and where they need to be, because there is fear everywhere, right? So you have fear in your own life for your own things, fear for your own existence, fear for your own security, fear for your family. And the fear collectively is finding and being impacted on individuals because you have your own resonant fears. So what this tells us is that we can be bombarded by energies that are around us, and it's always about coming back to that energy that is within yourself. And the way you do that is you, first of all, get conscious of where your own baseline energy is. And the way to do that is to get still, to get quiet, to get calm, to cleanse yourself if you can, if you feel that way inclined. We can do that through crystals, you can do that through mute sounds, you can do that through water, you can do that through salt, through herbs. If you do that, then you are at least starting with a baseline energy that is you. If you can't do that, or you don't agree with any of that stuff, it's okay. Sit calmly, breathe in, breathe out. The breath can cleanse you more than anything else. So sit calm, sit still, and do some breathing. Okay. So in that space, what you find is, where am I set? Where am I right now in myself? And you'll find that there are things that are perhaps not where you want them to be. Your frequency is not where you want it to be. Well, you have to own that and start with that, because there's no point trying to blame external energies if it's finding resonance within you. External energies will hold on to the energies that exist within you. If, for example, you have no fear energy within you, then the fear energy outside is less likely to be felt by the individual who has no fear energy inside of them. This, however, is not many people. So start with your own energy, your own frequency. Where are you at? What are you harboring? What are you allowing to be within you? Let's go there first. Do what you can to limit the less positive energies that you would want to have within you, and we'll call that fear, because for everybody right now it really is mostly fear. If it's hate, if it's dark, it's fear. So that fear energy can be limited if not removed. So therefore, what you must do is to answer with the brain, get the brain on board, because most fear is harbored in the brain. Get your brain into a state where it is rejecting the fear, because it knows better than what is being felt by you. If you feel that you are in any way harmed or potentially to be harmed, then start there. What can you do to limit that fear? What can you do to reduce that fear? Do you need to take practical, physical steps? Do that. Assuage the fear. Then what you find is once you've done that and you're in a state not necessarily of no fear, but limited and reduced fear, you will find it less likely to be impacted by the energies buffeting around you, and also more capable of understanding what is your energy and what is external energies. Are you surrounded by people in huge amounts of fear right now, from the virus or from the elite, from the patterns of behavior that are being orchestrated against humanity? Where is that fear? And are you surrounding yourselves by people that are really resonating that, they're emanating that fear, emitting it as a frequency from them into you? Well, maybe you need to limit your exposure to these people at this time, if possible. Or maybe you at least need to be aware that anytime you're around them, their frequency of fear is going to find resonance with any fear frequencies you have within yourself. So expect it. So therefore, what you can do is say, okay, I don't think all of this is me because I was feeling pretty good before. I've been in contact with this person or I've been surrounded by this frequency. I now think it's not mine. Okay, so I'm going to get away and I'm going to get back to me because it's very important that I do that. That's all. It doesn't have to be a big deal. Just a little time isolated, a time in breathing or in actively trying to lighten your load, as it were. So that's the first thing, that the person is feeling overwhelmed by the frequencies that are external, and also has frequencies internal. Expect the buffeting to continue, I'm afraid, if you're not going to get very strong within yourself and holding your own frequency of light, which is really where we need to go. You really need to hold your own frequency of light far stronger, far harder, far more diligently. And the way you do that isn't through panic of I'm not exercising enough or I'm not eating the right foods, although they all play a part. Really what it comes down to is understanding love and fear, understanding the two main orchestrators of existence, and saying to yourself, if I am eating the right foods from a space of fear, it's not going to help me. I need to choose foods that nourish me and reward me with nutrition and life because of loving myself and loving my life and wanting to be a strong participant right now, wanting to be here for all of mankind. So I have to start with my motivations coming from a love space rather than a fear space. If I'm fearful that maybe I'm not moving enough, well, and I start moving from fear, once again, that's not going to really help you very much. Intention is everything. Motivation is everything. So get back to the roots of what is driving you. Change that. Change that to love. Right now, energy can be shifted throughout the system far easier if you're physical. This is not just right now. This is always. But the right now part is the fact that there's so much fear in the world. So if you are active, and it doesn't have to be crazy active, it can be stretching, it can be walking, it can be gentle, it can be anything that makes you feel good where you walk, where you're moving the body. This is going to get the energies moving throughout your system. Stagnant energy is not nice. And when stagnant energy has been collected in a space of fear, it's really not nice. So you need to get that moving. So you do need to move, but move from a space of love for self. Move from a space of love for wanting to help others. You can't help others if you're not in a strong place yourself. So it shouldn't be motivated from fear that I'm not moving enough, or fear that I will damage my health, or fear. No. It has to come from a place of love, because right now my body needs me to move. It doesn't have to be a lot. Lay on the floor and stretch. It's a great way to release energies. Go for a walk, go for a swim, go for a bike ride, go for whatever makes you feel good is what it should be, not a punishment. If you feel like, I know my body needs yoga right now because I'm stressed out. No. If it's coming from a place of fear, it's not going to help. Do what makes you feel good. Maybe yoga's not the answer right now. Maybe a stretch, sure, but maybe not a yoga routine. Maybe go for a walk, just a nice, easy walk in the shade, allowing the breeze to blow through you. It's going to feel good. That's enough. That's enough. Breathe in, breathe out, get the breath flowing. That's enough. If you feel like you want to dance, go dance, but don't do it because you should. If you feel like you want to run, go run, but don't do it because you should. Everything should start from a place of love. What makes me feel good, and that's all. And it doesn't have to be intense, and it doesn't have to be extreme. I would strongly suggest, especially for this person, that they do not engage in extreme right now, because it's going to be overwhelming. Breath work, breathing. Everyone forget the breath. Your breath is your essence. Your breath is your energy. It's how your frequency shifts the fastest. Get the breath going. Even if you don't move, the breath can help. Just breathe. Okay, so then the other thing is that an easier way to find deeper harmony. Always. Easiest way to find deeper harmony is to let go. Straight away. As soon as you are letting go of the fears, letting go of the needs, letting go of the musts, letting go of the shoulds, letting go of the oughts, letting go of I have tos, letting go. Let go and just be. In that space, you are going to find greater harmony than in all the other places. Let go. This person specifically, but all people, let go. There's no need to cling on. There's no need to dig your nails in for dear life and hold on. To what? What are you holding on to? Let go. Opposite. Let go. All is well. Let go. All is peace. Let go. Everything you seek is already there. It's just waiting for you to come back. Your soul is there. You lose connection. You feel out of touch with harmony. You need to sit and just let go. Come back to the soul that's calling to you. It's peace. It's always at peace. It knows nothing else. Just sit at a soul at peace. It's waiting for you to come back. You don't have to go find it. You don't have to go look for it. You don't have to actively go and do anything other than just let go. Breathe in, breathe out. Oh yes. There it is. There it is. I'd forgotten. That's what's going on here. That's what's going on for many people. The peace is existing inside you all the time. It's just waiting for you to remember and waiting for you to come back. It's the easiest way to harmonize with your life. Come back to the soul of peace. Breathe in, breathe out. Stop fighting, stop resisting. Let go, let go, let go. There it is. There's the peace. There's the peace. I breathe in, I breathe out, and I remind myself this is who I am. This is what I am. This is the nature of me. Oh, yes, I remember now. In that space, you are already in harmony. Yes? In that space, let intuition guide you with what you do, what you eat, where you walk, what you don't do, what you do. Let that be your guide in that space. You can't make good choices when you're not in the peaceful state. And you can't go ranting around in the woods hunting for peace. You have to come back to yourself. Internally, breathe in, breathe out. Always there, never gone. Soul doesn't leave. You disconnect. Come back, connect, breathe in, breathe out. There it is. There it is. Now your soul will say, okay, finally, you remembered me. Okay, let me guide you intuitively, instinctively, easily. Stay in touch with me. Stay in touch with me and we won't go wrong. Stay in touch with me. I know what you need. Stay in touch with me. I know what you want to do. Stay in touch with me and I'll guide you to your lightest light. It's the fact. The soul is there to guide. Let it come back. Let it lead the way. Heart and body follows. Everything else, mind, head, heart, body, all following the soul. Let the soul lead you now. You and all people. Come back to the soul. Get back in touch with the soul and say, I surrender to the soul, if that's what works for you, and let the soul lead. Breathe in, breathe out. Always the breath. Soul is waiting to guide you. Soul is waiting to lead you. It's the peace you're hunting for. Stop hunting. Just come back to the connection. Soul's always there. Never goes away. Never disappears on you. Come back to it. And in that space, in that moment, you will find the peace you are searching for. In that space, let go. Okay, soul, guide me. Okay, soul, lead me. Trust you, trust you, trust you. And you will find that you will naturally shift and naturally make choices. You don't have to force healthier choices. You don't have to force more activity in alignment with where you want to be. It will flow. So come back to self first. The buffeting energies externally are there. They're going to continue. So what we must do as sensitive beings of light is come back to ourselves. The more we come back to ourselves, reminding ourselves of who we are, where we are, what we are, the easier it is to negotiate through these times, because we understand what's not our energy, and then we understand that we can protect ourselves, but it's not really protection, it's just an enhancement. The stronger you are of your own frequency, the less other frequencies can affect you. So there's no need to really protect, but you can. There are ways to do it if you feel the need, but we would much rather everyone just focus on enhancing their own frequency to such a strong degree, reminding themselves of their own frequency to such a strong degree that nothing else can influence them. This is real power. This is love power, not fear power. If you can get there, and all can get there if you're willing, sit and be still, connect to the soul, let the soul lead. This person needs to hear that they have drifted a little because they have disconnected a little. Well, it's time to come back. That's all this is. This is a nudge. When you feel overwhelmed like this, it's a nudge. It's a nudge. Your soul's always talking. Come back to me. Come back to me. Sit still. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let go. Much love. Much love.